Hey guys, it's me. Shut up, Tyler. But guess what, guys? Today, if you're watching this video when it debuts, it's currently the 20th anniversary of Nintendo's best selling console, the Nintendo DS.
Go on, touch it. It won't bite.
See, it all started with a man named Hiroshi Yamauchi who had this idea to make a dual screen, and a man named Satoru Okado who basically helped define the look and the feel of the original Nintendo DS model and a lot of the features that it had as well. Like, here's my Nintendo DSi XL, but a lot of the other features that they wanted to do was obviously like this thing called Download Play, where you can connect to other consoles with games, PictoChat where you communicate with others, and the cool part is early consoles had Game Boy Advance connectivity, but they also had Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, so basically you can connect to people all across the world, which honestly for 2004 is pretty impressive. I remember when I was a kid, we used a lot of PictoChat and Download Play when I was at my friends' or just like out and about. Like, it was really cool. Like, it pretty much was mandatory, but I have a lot of games and memories with this system too. Here's kind of like collection that I have, not including like digital copies or re-releases of games. One of my first games I ever got was Animal Crossing Wild World, where it basically kind of helped me to learn how to read, and so did Sammy too. We ended up playing that a lot when we were kids. Shout out to the GOAT new Super Mario Brothers DS. I remember we played that like pretty much all day, grinding it out. I remember when I beat Bowser, it was really cool. Gotta give a shout out to the GOAT Mario Kart DS. I remember when me and the boys, we go out and play this, especially at the pizza place after baseball practice. Sonic Rush. Ooh, this was one of my favorites when I was a kid. This is actually what got me into Sonic. Just a fun, addictive gameplay with this, too. I replayed it this year. I just love it that much. Nintendogs. I remember this one being a pretty popular one, especially Scribblenauts. I really like coming up with the creative ideas. It's helped me with verbs and adjectives as a kid. But nothing would compare to Pokemon. Like, Pokemon Troze. I don't know if you ever played this. It's like a little puzzle, like, mix match. But this is so much fun. Pokemon Ranger. Oh, I remember this one, too. Especially with how innovative it was with the stylish controls. Basically, you draw like little circles around and catch Pokemon and save the day. But I really loved these as a kid, and I hope that we get to see at least like a revitalization one day, like we did with the Mystery Dungeon games as well. But the mainline games, I want to give a shout out to them and like their own videos at some point. But I love them. Those were like the games that I got into. But you can never go wrong with the Nintendo DS. Like, I feel like there were so many great games for the system that I just haven't even gotten to mention yet because this video will be for like hours on end. But I just really love this console. There's just so much variety too, and just even without the games too. Like, I remember this thing called the Action Replay. It gave me a lot of cheat codes and stuff. And this thing I used to have called an R4, which basically was like a bunch of ROMs and stuff too. I don't have it anymore, but it was still really cool. But I want to also give a talk like a little bit about the Nintendo 3DS too, like giving it the virtual console, and that is like so many games I have too. Like, you're not even gonna believe this. Like at least 60 games right there, and it's just I'm collecting for it. I just enjoy it. You know, you pretty much have most of the features except for like Game Boy Advance. You get the DS stuff. It really was just so great for its time, and like all the AR stuff. Me Plaza. I remember taking this out when I was a kid, going to like events at GameStop, and you could like connect with people, and you can get like a bunch of cool stuff with it too. Before we had the Nintendo Switch Online program where you could play like a bunch of games just like with a subscription fee, we had the virtual console. I got so many games out of this too, especially on the 3DS. You guys remember Dinosaur Office? I remember that was a fun watch, watching the episodes. During this time too, this was when I really started to get into video games, mainly like when it's Nintendo stuff, but so many games too, like Mario Kart 7. I remember when Smash 4 was coming out, me and the boys would play that every day in high school, like during passing period and shit. Dog, it was wild. Just so many other great games too, like I just followed up with it as well, and it just brought back a lot of memories with this. This is like where I met like some of my first friends. You know, we would start like playing games and stuff too. I remember like I was just get really excited like when I like pre-ordered games and stuff. I remember I took off a weekend at high school and go play Pokemon Sun and Moon. That was a lot of fun, but so many great games too. Like I'm gonna start this up with WarioWare Gold. Honestly, the best WarioWare game. Such a great game. My favorite, A Link Between Worlds, the best Zelda game. So much open-endedness stuff with the two, but a lot of variety. Honestly, one of my favorite games, though. I was so excited to get it on Christmas that year. Bravely Default. really talked about as much, and I do gotta finish it one day. But man, it is such a good RPG. Kirby was striking gold, mainly with Triple Deluxe and Planet Robobot. Those are like some of my favorites, and a couple other games too. Like I remember Animal Crossing New Leaf being a big one, but so many great games that I wanted to talk about with you. But I think you get it though, as I love the DS and I'm glad it's celebrating its 20 years and 20 years more. But that's where I'm going to end it here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. What were some of your favorite Nintendo 3DS and DS games? But I'll see you guys at Luigi Day Beyond, and I hope to see you there. Okay, bye bye.